Okay, so hello. I thought I'd do a quick live stream because life has been, very, very manic lately, and YouTube has taken a little bit of a back seat, which I'm aware of, and I had all these plans to build up to go into Florida. Hi, Emma and John. Hi, Jonathan. I'm going to cover off some things why YouTube has had to take a little bit of a backseat, and it's a little bit difficult to talk about, so just bear with me. Come on, right, okay. So September, 1st of September, I am going to Florida this month. Where on earth has that time gone? Booked it all the way back in January. So it's just been like a distant thing. Like, I know it's been coming up and doing all the planning, but it just felt like it was always forever away. And now it is, thanks guys, now it is this month. So, okay, let's get the hard stuff out of the way with, and then let's get onto the positive stuff. So, as some of you might be aware, I've been a little bit slow in uploading vlogs lately. Life has literally just been throwing one thing. Life has literally just been throwing one thing after another at not just me, but my family and people that are close to me, and it's impacted on me, and I've just had to kind of take a step back, look after the people nearest and dearest, and try and find a bit more time for me and looking after me. So that's why I've been a little bit distant with the vlogs. And then I was feeling better. I was getting more positive. I was like, right, okay, Florida's coming. Let's get back on track. Started uploading and editing the vlogs again. And I have got one that is edited and uploaded. I just haven't put it public because I need to do all the title, description, and tags, thumbnail. So that one will be coming shortly. And there is one more for my 2017 trip. Solo trip to Florida. Can't believe that I went almost a year ago and I've managed to drag the vlogs out for a year. So I'm sorry guys, it's literally taken me a year to cover a 14-night trip. Thanks guys. So yeah, one vlog is edited and I've got literally my final day to edit, which is probably not the best one to edit in my current state of mind because it was quite an emotional day. I didn't want to leave, and I was saying goodbye to Steph and Dave, and it was just an amazing trip looking back. So bear with me if that one takes a little bit longer, but I am going to do my utmost to get it done before I go on my next trip, which is, well, this time next week I will be traveling up to the airport. So oh my God, I haven't even started packing. Oh my God. Anyway, so let me grab a tissue because this next part I'm probably going to turn into a snot monster. So just bear with me. Oh no, where's all the tissues? Oh, I'm at my brother's, so I don't know. I thought there'd be kitchen towel. Wait, let me check and draw. No, you're just going to have to bear with me being snotty and yeah. But with everything that has been going on in my life and people that are close to me, yeah, I was dealing with that. I was getting over the top of that. And then last weekend, bank holiday weekend, really good mood. And then I literally received just such devastating news. Rob and I has split up. Even though this trip was going to be me traveling out solo, he was going to come and meet me halfway through my trip and then finish the trip for me, because it was a longer trip. It was a longer trip for my 30th, and I didn't want to do that long in Florida on my own. So Rob was going to come and join me. Still not entirely sure what is happening in regards to that. We haven't cancelled his half of the holiday yet. Basically, we either lose that money. I've been looking into if anyone can come with me, family, friends, basically taking his place. Haven't been able to find a solution yet, or it is just I brave it and just crack on and get on with it on my own. So don't know, he might be coming, but if he does come, it's not going to be in the same capacity as what we had planned. He's just literally going to be there for odd days and support as and when I need it. Yeah, life has been, I'm hoping and praying that is literally the last of it now. I'm due for some good luck and just a break. So hoping to go away to Florida, have an amazing time. I'm still gonna vlog it and try and cover it, but just bear with me if some days I'm a little short on content, or it looks like I'm being miserable or grumpy. I will be happy. I will be trying to make the most of the holiday, but it's just, yeah, it's just difficult circumstances. So just wanted to kind of explain that situation of why I haven't been around lately, and I'm not through, hopefully I'm through the worst of it, but by no means am I out the other side. And it's just unfortunate that it is literally 2 weeks before going to Florida that I found out. So yeah, and I just want to say a big thank you for everyone who, I haven't let that many people know, but the people that I have reached out to and asked for help, they've just been absolutely amazing. A number of them are friends that I've met through YouTube, and honestly, they've just been my strength and motivation for, yeah, this just, not just this past week when it's been really bad, but just, yeah, the past few months when I feel myself slowly getting lower and lower and lower. So you guys know who you are, and thank you. And yeah, offering your homes to me and offering me an escape to just get away. And yeah, and thanks to Dan and Nick. You'll probably watch this back afterwards. I've basically moved up to my brother's for a few weeks to just get the space that I needed, because it's caused a whole ripple effect of consequences, and just, yeah, I just needed space and time. So hence why I'm at my brother's. So thanks, Dan and Nick, you've been amazing. I was looking everywhere for a piece of paper and I couldn't find one. So this is what my life has come to. I went through the recycling bin to find a chocolate box, it looks like, to write my list on. So bear with me if I keep on looking down. I'm looking at my piece of rubbish. So yeah, in terms of Florida, I'll keep you guys updated as and when I know more. I am definitely going to go. It's not going to stop me. I've been planning this for so long, and been looking forward to it, working up to it. I've got so much planned with some of you guys, meeting you over there, and other YouTubers that I'm going to be doing stuff with. So yeah, that is going to happen. I'm still going to vlog it. I'm still going to do daily vlogs. So mainly for the purpose of keeping family and friends back home updated, especially on the solo part of my trip. And then if my trip turns into an entirely solo trip, just lets everyone know back home that I am safe and I'm well without me having to update multiple people every day and losing my head in my phone. I'd rather share it with you guys, share it with family and friends, and then everyone knows that I'm safe and I'm happy and enjoying it. So yeah, daily vlogs, and then I will also be vlogging the trip exactly as I did last year, and then as and when I come back, I will be releasing full-length vlogs. So if there's anything that you want me to do, anything you think that I should see and you don't think I've done before, or you enjoyed me doing last time, you want me to update on it from like a year ago, just leave details down in the description or contact me on social media. And yeah, I've got 23 nights out there. I'm going to go into the actual Florida planning and what I've got planned after all this. So stick with that if you want to know the ins and outs of what I'm doing. And yeah, I'll be updating social media, Twitter, Instagram. So this time next week, it all starts. In terms of the Rob and I situation with the channel going forward, when I started the YouTube channel, it was very much meant to be our channel. Even like the email address is Zoe and Rob, so it was very much meant to be a joint venture. But as you can probably see, it's my hobby, my baby, if you like. It's me doing the vlogs, the editing, the uploading, social media. So I'm still going to carry that on. It's not going to affect the channel. It's just probably going to slow down the videos whilst I just kind of get back on track and just adjust to my new life. I've been with Rob for 9 years, so it's been, even though we've been in a long distance relationship for 8 of those years, he still played a huge part in my life. So it's just adjusting to it emotionally and like the routine that we had. So yeah, just bear with me. Thank you for all the support that you've given me up to this point, and obviously going forward. And it's still going to be happy vlogs and Florida vlogs, Florida content, and I've got so much content that I've already recorded, but I haven't got around to editing. For example, when I went to Disneyland Paris with Mum in April, took Mum over there to just try and escape all the problems that were going on, and we had an absolutely amazing time. It was Mum's first time experiencing Disney. She's only ever experienced like the UK theme parks, and even that was probably, I don't know, Thorpe Park, Chessington, 20 years ago. So it opened her eyes into like this whole world that, yeah, she's never experienced. And I'm just always like, oh, Disney is amazing and I love Florida. And she can kind of see that now with the Disneyland Paris experience, even though, in my opinion, it's nowhere near the same level of immersion and just all-round amazing experience. It's not up there with Walt Disney World, but it is a lot closer than she'd ever experienced before with like the UK theme parks. And also I've done some like UK content. So Dale and Jen, if you're still in here, went up to Alton Towers. I can't even remember when it was, a few months ago now. Alton Towers kindly gifted me fast passes, and we got to ride Wicker Man, God knows how many times, probably 4 or 5 times over the 2 days. And it was just absolutely amazing. And I vlogged one of the 2 days from that, so we've got that to upload. So I've got so much content to come. It's just physically getting around to sharing it. So channel isn't going to stop, isn't going to change. It's just, yeah, I just wanted to explain why there's been a little bit of not secrecy, but on social media, I've gone, guys, I've had to step back, bear with me. This is why. But positivity, moving on, new life, new chapter. We don't always get to choose everything, all the cards that we're ever dealt with. So, yeah, let's do this. So, okay, done drawing a line under all the negativity and all the rubbish that has been going on. Now on to the positive stuff, which is Florida. So yeah, this time in a week, I will be doing the last of my packing and then traveling up to the airport. So I'm staying at the airport the night before I travel, just because I've got a morning flight and because you have to be there 3 hours before. There's a lot of sort of roadworks going on where I live. I just don't want to risk it. Just not worth taking the risk. I'd rather travel up, pay the extra to stay the night before, and then peace of mind, you're there for the day. So I'm traveling with Virgin Atlantic. I've got the V room this year for the first time. So I've never experienced the V room, but because it was my 30th, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just treat myself, gonna experience it. So many people speak highly of it. So I'll let you guys know what I think of the V room. I've booked my seat up in the hub, or the bubble, some people call it, which is, I sat up there for the first time last year, and it's so much quieter. It's amazing. So highly recommend anyone who, if you can get availability or you don't mind paying the extra to pick your seats, then highly recommend going onto the upper deck. And you also get off the plane pretty much before anyone else. I think they unload the front of the bottom deck before, which I think is premium economy. Might be some first class as well. And then they do the upper deck before doing everyone else in economy. So it just helps with getting through the customs process, Florida side. Bubble is the best. It really is. And then when I land, I am staying on site at Disney for 9 days. So my first experience of staying on site. I'm so excited. I'm not going to get the Disney Express, Disney Magical Express, for the pure reason I am hiring a car again, just so I can get out and about, and I'm not restricted to Ubers or anything like that. So yeah, I'm hiring a car, so unfortunately I won't get to experience that, but it's fine. And then I'll be traveling over to All Star Music, I believe I've been allocated, I believe. Did think about staying in a moderate hotel, but for the price jump for literally just those 9 days, I thought most of the time is going to be in the park. I still get the benefits of staying on site with the fast passes and like almost the safety of the Disney bubble. So I just decided to go for the budget rather than the moderate. But yeah, we'll experience it, see what it's like. And yeah, first time, looking forward to it. Got all my Disney fast passes planned and already booked. Let me see what I have got. I've literally, because it's quite a long trip and I've got so much to do and so much that I've already booked, I've literally made a, how many times can I say literally? I've made a Florida itinerary. Look at this bad boy. Look at this. And it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on, and on. So, the night that I arrive, depending on how tired I am, I think I might be able to get a few hours out of Epcot. So I have actually booked I've booked two fast passes for the night that I arrive. So I've got Spaceship Earth and Frozen Ever After. Didn't get to do Frozen last year. So even though it was available when I went, I didn't actually do the World Showcase last year. How bad is that? I did Epcot, but I literally just done the front section with like Soarin' and Test Track. So yeah, it would be good to do World Showcase this year, and Food and Wine is now on, and that will be still running when I get out there. So looking forward to that. And then the next day, my first full day in Disney, I've gone to Animal Kingdom. Why wouldn't you? Animal Kingdom is now by far my most favourite park. I love Magic Kingdom of a night time with fireworks, and it's just so magical. You literally can't beat the magic of Magic Kingdom at night. But in terms of parks and what they have to offer overall, and like the daytime experience as well as the night, Animal Kingdom now with Pandora, and it's got my most favourite ride by far, Flight of Passage. So I've literally maxed out every time that I'm going to Animal Kingdom and they had a Flight of Passage fast pass. I've booked it. I've got it. Unfortunately, this first day there was no Flight of Passage fast passes available. So I've gone for a meet and greet to start the day, start the trip with a meet and greet. So I think it is Mickey and Minnie in their like Explorer outfits. And then I've gone for Na'vi River Journey. Didn't get to do that last year. Again, couldn't get a fast pass for it, and just the wait time was crazy stupid. So I decided to wait in the queue for Flight of Passage to experience that rather than Na'vi. But I'm doing it this year. It is happening. And then going to get soaked on Kali River Rapids. Again, never done Kali River Rapids. I know. Went to try and do it last year. Again, wait time was crazy, and I was just like, no. Next day is Hollywood Studios. So the opening of Toy Story Land. Cannot wait. So excited for Toy Story Land. Starting the fast passes with one of my biggest fears, which is drop rides. So Tower of Terror, it literally does terrify me. Even though I've done it multiple times, and I've done Disneyland Paris when I went there a few times, I still get so nervous. I physically shake, and like, this is such a bad idea. And even when you put like the little seatbelt on, it's like, this is just a seatbelt. There's no over-the-shoulder harness, and you physically come out of your seat. You can feel it. You get that like floating feeling in your stomach, and oh, it terrifies me. But it is such a good ride. So I'm fast passing that. Followed by Toy Story Mania. Went on it for the first time last year, but I was vlogging it. So as much fun as it was. I just want to kind of go on and just try and get as high a score as possible. I don't know what the top score is on this. Nathan, you might know. You theme park, encyclopedia. I don't know what the top score on Toy Story Mania is, but I'm gonna try and get it. Highly doubt I will, but I'll try. And then finishing that day with Fantasmic. So got to see Fantasmic a few years ago when I went with Rob, but we didn't have very good seats. We didn't have a fast pass for it, and we were literally one of the last few people in, and we're right at the back. So we couldn't really see anything other than like the fireworks and like the top of the boat that comes through, and Mickey when he was just up the top. Also, another benefit of staying on site, you get your extra magic hours. So I've marked down on my itinerary, like in the reds, if there's extra magic hours. So, for example, Hollywood Studios Day, Epcot has an extra 2 hours at the end of the day. So again, depending on how I'm doing with sort of the jet lag and being tired, I will head back over to Epcot and use and abuse the single queue lines. Like, that is one of the huge benefits of going solo is, yeah, you don't, if there's a single queue line, you crazy, join in the normal queue. Just join the single rider line and you're on it quite often in like 10 minutes. So yeah, really excited about getting the benefit of the extra magic hours. And because I'd done my solo trip last year, I sussed out all the rides that had the single queue lines. And I haven't booked any fast passes this year for them. Just completely avoided them because it's a waste of a fast pass. Might as well book it for Flight Passage and things like that you want to get on, even though you're riding single and solo. You're still going to have to join the queue with everyone else. So the next day is Magic Kingdom. So another first. You guys are going to be like, Zoe, how many times have you gone to Disney? You clearly haven't done Disney properly. First time on Splash Mountain. So first year that we went, Rob doesn't like water rides. He absolutely hates getting soaked. You'll probably see in some of the vlogs where we did go on water rides, he was not happy. He was furious afterwards. So yeah, we never got to do Splash Mountain. And then last year when I went, it was down for refurb. So excited to go on Splash Mountain this year and get absolutely soaked. I am polar opposite, and especially in Florida, yeah, water ride, get me on it. The wetter, the better. Followed by Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, great ride, love it. And then I am doing Enchanted Tales with Belle. This is something that I planned to do last year and I completely forgot about it. Never ever done it before. Huge Beauty and the Beast fan. So yeah, should be good. Looking forward to that one. The next day I am back to Animal Kingdom. So I'm going back for this is the day that I get to go on Flight Passage for the first time, unless the other day that I'm there and I wait in the queue, wait for the 2 hours realistically it's going to be. This will be my first time riding Flight Passage on the trip. I also have a fast pass for Festival of the Lion King. The shows at Walt Disney World, they're not obviously the full length of West End shows, but the standard and the quality of the singing, the performing, the props are probably as good, if not sometimes better, than an actual West End show. So considering it's all included in the ticket price, just, yeah, I try and go and see as many shows as I possibly can. I absolutely love them. And then finishing the night with Rivers of Light. So got to see it last year. But one thing I did mention in my vlog was the angle that you sit at for standard entry. So if you don't have a fast pass, you go in almost like a side entrance. So you still get to see it, still get to see all the lights and the boats and the projections on the water screens. But I think the way that it's been made and set up, it's primarily for the people that have got the premium, not the premium, the fast pass seats, because you look straight down the lake, straight at the projection onto the water screens. So that was one thing that I wanted to do this year, was trying to experience it from that side. So I'm excited to do that. Next day is Magic Kingdom, and we've got extra magic hours. So I'm going to hit the park early. I've never done rope drop. I don't know whether they do rope drop on the days that there's extra magic hours. If anyone knows, then please let me know. But yeah, if they do rope drop, I'll be excited to see that. Never experienced it. And then this is my first time dining. Well, I went to Ohana last year, but this is the first time that I've actually booked a restaurant reservation in the parks. So I'm going to experience Be Our Guest for lunch. So I'm dining solo. Table for one, please. But no, I just wanted to experience it. I couldn't get it for dinner, so I've opted for the lunch option. And I have a fast pass for Big Thunder Mountain, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger. I was going to say Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. That's not Magic Kingdom. I think I meant the Laser Blast one. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know whether I've got that right or wrong. And then finishing fast passes with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This is the day that Halloween Horror Nights opens as well. So the 14th of September, Halloween Horror Nights over at Universal Studios, opening night. So going to meet some other YouTubers over there. Hi, Del and Jen at Get Binky. Planning to meet those guys along with a few others. And we've got the, I don't know what you call it, basically the premium, like the fast pass tickets. So I paid a little extra for one night only. One night only. Paid extra to get into every house once. So even if it's crazy, manic, busy, hopefully the queues for us won't be that bad that we never get to do all the houses that night, if that makes sense. And I think the plan is to go straight to Stranger Things. So hyped, so excited for Halloween Horror Nights this time. I'm not a great horror and thriller film buff. They scare me too much. But yeah, Stranger Things, I was absolutely addicted to it when it came out on Netflix. So excited to see that one and how they're going to do the Upside Down and how they transition between the two and the characters that you're going to see. Yeah, excited, very excited for that one. So that will be that night. So it's probably going to be a late finish. Didn't really think this one through because I booked my fast passes before I arranged to do that. Next day is Animal Kingdom again. And I've got a breakfast booked at Tusker House. So it doesn't matter how tired I am getting my butt out of bed to go experience Tusker House. Never dined there before, never experienced it. So I decided to do it on this trip. And then I have Kilimanjaro safaris, Flight of Passage, and then I'm going to see the bird show. So Up, a Great Bird Adventure. So I think this is where they have like parrots and like a range of tropical birds, and they not get them to do stunts and tricks, but they've trained them and put on a show with them. So that would be amazing. Next day is Hollywood Studios. First fast pass is Rock and Roller Coaster, followed by Slinky Dog Dash. So again, couldn't get this earlier on into the trip. So Slinky Dog Dash might be my first time being able to get on that. And then again, I don't know why I'm doing it. Glutton for Punishment, Tower of Terror. Then my last full day at Disney is going to be at Animal Kingdom. They've got extra magic hours in the morning. So I think by this time I'm going to be lagging. I'm going to be like, even though the idea and the concept of extra magic hours is amazing, realistically, I'm going to be like, yeah, a lay-in, just an extra hour in bed is going to be more important. So we'll see how I get on with this. But I'm going to start the day with Festival of the Lion King again, because it's just, I love it, absolutely love it. Kali River Rapids again, and then finish with Flight of Passage. And then on the 18th, I'm going to be checking out of Disney, loading the car up with all my suitcases, and then driving over to, yet again, Animal Kingdom. This is how much I'm addicted to this park, guys. It's unhealthy. It's not good. Driving over to Animal Kingdom, and then I've got my last fast pass for like a Flight of Passage And then I'm going to see Finding Nemo musical. So I went last time. Went to see it for the first time last trip, and it was just so good. Like the puppetry, and even if you just forget about the puppets and look at the actors, even how animated they are, and like the expressions on their faces, and it's just amazing. It was so good. Loved it. This is also the day that is kind of the start of the trip where I don't really know at this current time what is going to happen. So currently Rob is booked onto a flight that gets him in early afternoon, is it? Early evening. So he lands basically 5 o'clock local time. So I might have to leave the park to then go find Rob, or I might just carry on with the solo trip. Don't know. This is where it all kind of goes a little bit up in the air. I've even looked into like the airport layout at MCO. So anyone who's basically doing pick up and drop offs, you can basically drop them off at whatever terminal that you need, like north or south, I think they're classed as. Yeah, north and south. But then if you need to wait for anyone, these car parks, you either pay an arm and a leg to park in the car parks around here, or you've got car parks all the way up and down here. So if I am early, I might just park in one of these, which is free. And then as and when he's at curbside, then I'll just drive up to the pickup point. But yeah, don't know how that day's going to go. We will see. We will see. And then this is then when we get into so Disney is done. As and when I leave property, my Disney tickets aren't valid. So I can't go back to Disney. The only time that I will be going back is for the additional ticketed event of Mickey's Not So Scary, which I am doing with Ashley and Emma. Hi. And Dean and Terry of House of Hornsby. So I'm currently in the process of designing us t-shirts. I've brought the t-shirts, I've done the design. I've just got to physically get it to the printers and hope, fingers crossed, hope they can print them in time before I leave next week. So this side of the holiday is I've got 14-day ticket for Universal. So 3 parks, Studios, Islands of Adventure, and Volcano Bay, which I cannot wait to get back to. That's probably the thing that I'm most looking forward to, along with Flight of Passage. I also have tickets to do... I've gone and bought basically Discovery Cove. We're doing the non-swim, so I have previously swum with the dolphins. Yeah, some people like it, some people don't. I don't really know where I stand on the whole SeaWorld thing. That's probably what it is. I've swum with dolphins in other situations and experienced wild encounters. Maybe I've been a little bit spoilt with that, and I know these are in captivity, whether you agree with that or whether you don't. So personally, I enjoy the park, and exactly the same with SeaWorld. I am going to be going to SeaWorld, but I won't go do any of the Shamu show or whatever it's called. I don't know if they still call it Shamu show. But I am going to experience the rides and the roller coasters. Hi, Ashley and Emma. Just gave you a shout out. About Mickey's Not So Scary. Nathan, honestly, any room in my suitcase, I've got a spare plane seat at the moment, the way it's going. So today might be your lucky day. And so yeah, that side of the holiday is going to be, I'm going all over the place here. Sorry, guys. Excitement and mind is just like, what? So bear with me. So 14-day ticket to Universal. I am staying on site at Universal staying at Cabana Bay. So loved it so much last year. I knew as and when I wanted to book this trip, even before I knew that I was staying on site at Disney, I knew that I wanted to stay at Cabana Bay. I felt so happy, so at home there last year with my solo trip. I knew whatever I'd done this year, it would have to be that same level or better. So yeah, to just avoid any disappointment or any like, oh, I wish I was staying at Cabana Bay, I've just booked it. So staying there for the majority of the trip, which is 14 days. Excuse the dog. And then using Universal as a base for not just doing the Universal parks, but also doing, we've got Discovery Cove booked. So we're doing 1 day at Discovery Cove, SeaWorld. Not entirely sure how many days that I'm going to do there. Realistically, it might just be the one. I want to do some of the big roller coasters there. Last time I went to SeaWorld, I did actually vlog the day, but I never released the vlog because, believe it or not, I do actually have a fear of roller coasters. So as and when I've been on them a few times and I've built up my confidence, I'm fine. I love them. First time that I go on them or like the next stage up, like a bigger one, the worst reaction that I've ever had was at SeaWorld on Manta. So it was the first inverted roller coaster that I'd ever done. It was probably one of the biggest roller coasters I've ever done because it was the same trip that I'd done the Hulk. So previously to that, I hadn't even been on Colossus at Thorpe Park. I couldn't even bring myself to do Colossus. So the biggest roller coaster I've probably done up to that point was Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park. So that was the level that I was at, and I was comfortable with that. Although I'd done Stealth. Stealth is a bit more extreme, but in terms of loops and disorientation. So yeah, went on Manta, and I was panicking and getting a little bit like anxiety before I went on. And then as soon as you go in, harnesses come down. That is the worst moment for me. As soon as you're bolted in, and then obviously Manta tips you, so you then face the floor. That was it. That was me gone. I was full on panic attack. Eyes were literally streaming, crying. I can remember the lift hill. I can remember going up the lift and literally seeing my tears falling away from me and the ground getting further and further away. After the first sort of bank to the right, I can't remember. So for the rest of that day, I felt very like in a bubble almost. Anyone who suffers with anxiety and panic attacks and yeah, I caused myself to have a panic attack on a roller coaster by pushing myself too far. So I'm going back this year, and this is one of the reasons why it's so important that I have company, just in case, again, I hit my limit and I get upset and something happens, whatever. I want to try and face my fears and try and get on some of these big coasters at not just SeaWorld, but we're also going out to do Busch Gardens. So as you know, as I've just said, one of my biggest fears is drop towers. So being kind of conquering that and facing that with Detonator at Thorpe Park and Tower of Terror. I'm going to try and do Falcon's Fury this year. So not just is it the tallest drop tower that I would have done, but it's also inverted like Manta. So you're going to fall face first to the floor. So wish me luck on that one. Not entirely sure how that's going to go, but I'm going to vlog it. And I promise this time, if I do have a nervous breakdown and I do panic, I am not going to stop vlogging for that day and then completely scrap that day for the vlog. I will try and cover it, but I'll still try and make it as happy and positive as possible, even if I do hit my limit. So yeah, SeaWorld, doing Discovery Cove, SeaWorld, probably a day. at SeaWorld, and they've got their new Infinity Falls, which is like a raft ride. Excited to go on that one. And Busch Gardens, we've got one day at Busch Gardens. We are traveling out to Tampa and Clearwater, and then booked an Airbnb just for one night so we can have a full-on day at the theme park and then not worry about traveling like back afterwards and being tired. I'm the only driver, even if Rob does come with me. Currently, I'm the only one who is insured to drive. So I said, right, okay, let's just book an Airbnb. So we're down there, we've got a base. And then because of that, bye, Emma, bye. Hope today at work goes good as possible as work can be. And then as we're down that way near Clearwater, we're going to go do Sea Screamer. So many people have recommended it, that like fellow YouTubers and like on forums and stuff like that. Everyone's like, if you're in Clearwater, you have to do Sea Screamer. So we've got that booked. That is happening. And then there's a few odd bits here and there that I've either got booked or I'm on the edge of booking as and when I know what is going to happen, or depending on how much time we have out there, just seeing as and when I can fit it in. But this year's trip is going to be full on. Even like random things like kayaking. I looked into doing like a nighttime kayak where you can see like a bioluminescent glow in the water, like the algae glows. However, it means driving out to the East Coast, and it would be on the part of the trip where I am solo. So it was one of the Disney days. And I just didn't feel confident driving all that way of a night time on my own. And as amazing as it would be to have all this, it's almost like a Pandora, a real life Pandora experience. As you put energy into the water glows. So it looks absolutely amazing. So that is definitely going to happen another year. If I have company, I am going to go out and do that. That was one thing that I was absolutely gutted that I couldn't work and fit into my trip. I think that's about it in terms of Florida stuff. I'm really sorry. I've completely neglected the chat. I've caught a few people as and when they've been saying stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to ask me any questions, fire away now or contact me on social media and I'll try and get back to you. Anyone who's come into the chat since I mentioned at the start, it is a week until I go on my next trip. And yeah, I'll be updating not just social media, so Instagram and Twitter, but I'll also be doing my daily one take vlogs just to let everyone know that I'm safe, I'm happy, and let you know what I'm getting up to, staying out of trouble, hopefully. So yeah, excited. 1 week to go. I don't even know, when was my single digit day? It's technically 8 days today. So it would have been yesterday. So I completely missed my single digit day. Hey ho. Looking forward to following your post from Florida. Thank you. No, it should be a good trip, and it's just unfortunate that things that have happened in my life have I had this whole plan of finishing last year's vlogs and saying, but don't worry guys, there's all this amazing content to come and Florida talks and getting excited and pumped for the next trip, and then life is just taken over and it just feels like it's been really difficult to even, or it's been near on impossible to even get the last year's vlogs edited. But yeah, I'll try and get the it's a Volcano Bay vlog that I have got edited, so I'll try and get that live as soon as possible, the title and description, and and thumbnail's the only thing that I've got to do on that one. And then it is literally my last day as I travel home. And then that's all the content from my solo trip. And then it's on to the next solo trip. It's 23 nights in Florida. What am I doing? It's going to be amazing. It really is going to be amazing. But I'm so glad that so many of you out there at the same time. So please, if you do see me, or we do cross over in the parks, or you see me updating Instagram and I just happen to be at Universal the same day that you're at Universal, please let me know, because honestly, a friendly hello, how are you doing, and probably a hug and a cuddle would be much appreciated. And sorry if I cry, yeah, whatever on you in advance, but I'm going to stay strong. I'm doing this. It's happening. It will be so amazing. It is going to be epic. Another 10-seater van hire car. I have actually booked, I think I've booked a compact, which is what I booked last year. As and when I landed, went to the car hire place, got all my paperwork, and then they were like, yeah, there's no compacts available. You can either take what we have got available, or you can wait, but we don't know how long it's going to be until a compact comes in and then gets cleaned and ready. So I was just like, you know what, after the flight, I just want to get to the hotel. So I was like, what have you got available? Thinking it will be slightly bigger, like a saloon size car, like a family 5-seater, whatever. No, it was literally the Dodge Caravans that they had left. So there's me, solo trip, just me, and I have to literally climb, pull myself in and out of this Dodge Caravan. It is that big, but the rides are so big out over there, the parking spaces. Everyone else drives like these big trucks and big people carriers and stuff. So it didn't feel like I was in trouble with it. If anything, it probably made me feel safer. So in a roundabout way, as daunting as it was, like jumping into the biggest vehicle that I've ever driven by far, and then having to then adjust to driving on the wrong side of the road. And I'm sorry, anyone who drives on that side of the road, to me, it is the wrong side of the road. I've been raised and brought up that, yeah, you drive on the left-hand side of the road. So literally switching that mentality in your mind, worrying and panicking of you're not really sure where you're going and following sat nav, and all the controls are then different. And I drive a manual. Obviously, they drive automatic out there. It was very daunting, but by the end of the trip, I was so grateful for having the party bus. Anyone who needed a lift had a lift. Even Steph and Dave down to breakfast one day. I was just like, come and join me. I'll give you a lift down to reception. So in a roundabout way, even though I have hired a compact, I am secretly hoping the same happens again this year and I get a slightly bigger car. So keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. Cocktails and City Walk and Halloween Horror Nights. Generally, I don't drink. This might be the year that you get a tipsy Zoe, you get a drunk Zoe. It might actually happen this year. You arrive on Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to be out there at the same time. So honestly, please, if you see me out there, don't be scared to come and saying hi. I don't think I'm intimidating. So if anything, I get nervous meeting other people. So if I'm awkward and I'm like, hi, that's me. So yeah, please honestly come say hi. It will honestly make my day. How much money you would save van life? Yeah, just live in the van. Honestly, it was big enough. If I put all the seats down, easily could have fit a king size mattress in there. So big, so big. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Honestly, with the Florida vlogs, I will try my best. Obviously, there'll be the one takes, and I have to do the one takes because otherwise, then family and friends back home are gonna freak and worry that they haven't heard from me. So I will be definitely doing the one takes. And then as and when I'm back and I'm settled, I've got a few things going on afterwards. I'm gonna be moving out, so I need to try and find somewhere to rent. So again, that might delay the vlogs. We'll see, but I will try and get the vlogs done as soon as possible, as soon as I get back. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to be doing, not sure whether I'll be doing Vlogmas this year. Every year that I do it, I end up going, such a good idea, it's amazing, and favourite time of year, and documenting all the festivities and all the fun. And then literally it gets to like day 10 and I'm just like, oh, I've had like 3 hours sleep over the last like week and a bit, and this is such a stupid idea, and I've got a full-time job, and I'm literally just having to find something every day to film because my life is so boring. So yeah, Steph and Dave, honestly, no Vlogmas. So sorry. If I do Vlogmas, it won't be a daily Vlogmas. So I won't be doing the traditional vlog every single day. I might just kind of summarize the week, and then at a weekend I'll upload it. But then I won't be able to do that in conjunction with the Florida vlogs. So you guys, let me know what you would rather have, a weekly Florida vlog or a weekly Vlogmas. So let me know. Ah, there you go. Steph and Dave were like, how about a weekly Vlogmas? Great minds think alike. Any live videos planned when out there? I did do a few live ones last time, just literally because Disney have the Wi-Fi. As and when I had a bit of spare time, just flicked YouTube onto Go Live and then just chatted away for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Most likely that will probably happen again. And because I've got a lot longer over there this year, I am hoping that I am going to get a bit more downtime. So even if it is whilst I go back to the hotel room and just chill and relax. I think someone might be back. Hello. I'm live on YouTube, so do not swear. But yeah, anything that you want to see, anything that you want me to do, then just let me know. Do you want to be on YouTube? No. But yeah, I'll probably leave it there. And yeah, the next update you'll probably have from me on YouTube will literally be my my daily vlogs, which will be this time next week on the pre-travel day. So with that, I will see you later, and thanks for all the support, everyone, and see you over in Florida. Bye.